Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hey y'all, my name is Princess Lima. You'll see in the thumbnail and the title we got another video talking about the beautiful names of Allah. I got my mic up here, this is right there, but this is not very artist. Okay, so we read out of this book right here. The name of it is the most beautiful the most beautiful names of Allah. I got this from my auntie. May Allah reward her. Ameen. So the name that we on today is Al-Bāri, Bari, Al-Bāri, Al-Bāri, Al-Bāri. I'm trying to pronounce it right. I don't have my Chromebook to pronounce it. I might see if I can put it on TV and pronounce it for everybody. إن المسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات والقانتين والقانتات والصادقين والصادقات والصابرين والصابرات والصابرين والصابرات والخاشعين والخاشعات والمتصدقين والمتصدقات والصائمين والصائمات والخاشعين فروجهم والحافظات والذاكرين الله كثيرا والذاكرين الله كثيرا. We getting there, y'all. We getting there, y'all. الله له متصدقين ومتصدقات والصائمين والصائمات والخاشعين فروجهم والحافظات والذاكرين الله كثيرا والذاكرين الله كثيرا. Al-Bāri. Al-Bāri. He said it like Al-Bāri, 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 Al-Bāri. Okay, that took us a minute. Al-Bāri, the maker. Al-Bāri, the maker. Al-Bāri, the maker. Al-Bāri, the maker. So we read all this book and then we look at some of the notes that I got because I'm also studying these names. Alhamdulillah. Alright, so He is Allah, the creator, the maker. 59:24. Allah created matter. Then He made out of its elements different sorts of things and beings. Bara is the root of Bari, implies a process of evolving from previously created matter. And He originated the creation of man out of clay. Then He fashioned his progeny from a drop of humble fluid, and He shaped him and breathed His spirit into him. 32:78. The general qualities of things and beings made by Allah are in the right proportions. Surely we have created everything in the right measure. 54:49. Balance in creation is a wonderful phenomenon. It is the most obvious sign that leads to Him. You do not see in the creation of the All-Merciful any imperfection. Turn up your eyes. Do you see any fissure? I don't know what that word is. Then look once more, and yet again your eyes in the end will be dazzled and weary. 67:3-4. Fear God, for He is the one who sets right all that concerns you. Read the Quran and keep remembering God, for then you will be remembered in the heavens, and then in that light will be a light for you on the earth. Ahmad ibn Hanbal. Okay, so there's this little section right here I like to read as well. And He originated the creation of man out of clay. Then He fashioned his progeny from a drop of a humble fluid, and He shaped him and breathed His spirit into him. 32:78. It's also this little section right here. So it says, Allah has made the universe a model of His own qualities. Okay, let's start right there. These, I don't know if it's like a footnote or a little reminder that these be in the corner, but it's explaining that Allah has made us perfectly. So if it says made the universe a model of His own qualities, these are His qualities. If Allah is perfect, it's not if. Allah is perfect, right, y'all? Allah is perfect. So He made us His universe out of His own qualities. So He created us perfectly, like we're created perfectly. we're all imperfect in our own ways, if that makes sense. But his creation, him doing the process himself, is perfection. That's why it says like, look and check it out. Look it with your eyes. The more that you look at that, like, and you realize the perfection of the creation by the maker, you'll be like, you start crying. You'll be like, wow, that's how I be. You get that. Wow. Okay, yo. So let's get to some of the next that I have discussing Allah being the maker. I have also a few other names that are similar. If you know what I'm saying, like how I be reading them. Also, we got the maker, the evolver, the designer, the creator who has the power to return entities. I don't know what word I was writing there. The originator, the evolver again. The one who decreed things to exist out of nothing in a specific manner. He creates shape from nothing that has no model or similarity. He manifests his creations in perfect harmony and in perfect proportions without any faults. So these are some of the notes I have. I got some black notes today, y'all. Basically, Allah created mankind in all of his creation. He created all his creation from nothing. Nothing. It's like, how could he do that? Everybody wants that because it's God. This is Allah we're talking about, the creator of everything. So remember that he made everything. This is his doing. We have nothing to do with this. So Arabic roots are from Ba, Ra, Hamza. To create, to form out of nothing, to manifest, to create, using pre-existing matter, to evolve, subhanAllah, to be individual, free and clear of another thing, to be free and clear of fault or blemish. Allah is perfect. There's not a single thing wrong. There's not a single blemish. No, like I could be cleaning off my screen. Allah don't need none of that. At times we may feel insecure with our physical traits. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Quran that we have been created in the best of molds. Sometimes we look and it's like, like some people got different insecurities, like simple about their face. Look at your face, you know. Allah has created it in the best of modes, so no matter what the next person thinks about your face, or what you think about your face and your insecurities, this is Allah's creation. So every single time you got something negative to say, Allah created that from the best of modes. So how could you sit there and be thinking as anything other than such? Astaghfirullah. This is a reminder that we should be thankful to Allah for the vessel He has granted us. We cannot change it, nor should there be a desire to. This goes into people who want to change. They're like, okay, I don't like this, and I still love myself, but I want to change it, and they go get surgery on their face, they get surgery on their body. No. Listen up, listen up. Instead, we should learn to love it, look after it, and accept it for what it is. This is not an overnight process. No guilt and no guilt in not feeling great immediately. Studying Deen, we understand Allah's attributes of how He is all knowing and does not make mistakes. He is best of creators. So He didn't make a mistake. So, for example, some people they go and get their lips injected in. Like Allah made zero mistakes when conducting your lips. So how dare you go do that? Basically, you know what I'm saying? So let's sum it up to It was a time when this girl had made a video and she was going viral, and I was just definitely on the wrong side of TikTok. And it was like, if you love your bestie, go get her boobs done. And I'm like, if you love her, you would teach her how to love herself. You don't go ahead and buy her and fill her up. You don't do that. That's not love. That's not love. Wallahi, that's not love. And at the time, this was before I was like covering and stuff, and like focusing and really practicing my Deen. But this was just something that I felt in my heart already, and Allah put that inside my heart. I get it to like I take zero responsibility for that. That's what Allah's doing. It's like that's not love. Love yourself. If you don't already love yourself throughout those insecurities, ask Allah for help. Ask Allah for help, but do not go ahead and gain the desire to do things to your body that could be harmful, to your face that could be harmful. And it's explaining like it's not an overnight process. This is normal. It's a normal type of problem because these people that go and get the surgeries, they do not stop because here comes a new insecurity. Here comes a new insecurity. Here comes someone else they want to look like. Be yourself. Allah created you so perfectly, and the moment that you start and begin to make yourself look like something different, you are literally like saying, you made me alright, but I want to look like her. What? Stuck for a while. We must then examine our insecurities and put them under a microscope. Here we will find that we are all perfectly imperfect. The suffering we experience in our self-image is of the mind and differs from reality. We don't have to deny our weaknesses. Instead, we should embrace them. This was beautiful. When I was writing this, like, that's tough. You don't have to deny the fact that you're insecure about it, but embrace it. Embrace it. Bring it out. Bring it out forward even more, because you need to love it so much more. And we understand that when other people look at us, half the time they don't even notice it. It could be something and they're like, oh, I feel this kind of way about it, I feel kind of way about it. Da, da, da. It's like nobody even noticed it but you. So you could be your biggest critic, and you gotta do better than doing that. It's not healthy. This journey begins with love. There will be less of an internal conflict to do the things you already know you should be doing the day you realize the love of self. It's hard to detach or untangle our current aspirations from what society has been telling us is important, as it becomes indoctrinated. But this is not always aligned with what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves to see in his servant. Explaining it again so that people around you can make it look like, hey, you should do this. Hey, you should do this. You should look like this. Back in the day, think about it. They didn't have access to all these kind of things. So if they didn't have access, you shouldn't be doing it right now. That's why it's not even always been a possibility. It's something harmful. When we go ahead and we do certain things, or we try so hard to look like the next person, we're hurting ourselves in the inside. And like it says, it starts with love. It starts with love. And it has to do with inside of the self. Okay? And it's very difficult, but is it pleasing your creator? This is the best way to sum it. This is how you get yourself to look in. Am I pleasing my creator? It's gonna let that go through your head every single day that you're doing something you're not supposed to. Am I pleasing my creator? Because that's what I'm here to do. Am I doing that? No, I'm trying to fit in with other people. Then you will all just be companions of the fire. Word by word, it's stuck for a while. Hey, that's the last thing anybody would want. Let's please the creator, our creator. This is what it means to be fooled by the worldly life, the cars, the money, the beauty standards, the fame, the popularity. These are superficial. You do not need to define yourself by these values. Instead, you can rewrite your story of confidence to be defined by your loving nature, piousness, devotion to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, your compassion, your mercy, your wisdom, your family values, and your hardworking and your resourceful nature. Now, which one of those sound like it's more pleasing to Allah? You got money, fame, and cars. You got in beauty standards. Then you got your mercy, your wisdom, your compassion, family values, hard work, and resourceful nature. Put those next to each other. Which one seem like they're gonna be best for you? Now, which one is this worldly nature preaching for you to focus on every day? Let's look in. Alhamdulillah. We can use Al-Bāri. Al-Bāri. Hold on, let me hear him say it again, because I'm having trouble with this one. Al-Bāri. Al-Bāri. He say it too fast. Al-Bāri. 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 The maker. 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 We try to repeat it to help us learn it. Yo, that really helps me. Like, cause I be Al-Muhaymin, the protector. Al-Bāri, the maker. Al-Bāri, the maker. Al-Bāri, the maker. Al-Bāri, the maker. This is going to be helpful to mention during our du'as. This is going to be helpful to remind us to love ourselves. Think about Allah being the maker, the creator of everything. So when you're sitting there, you're like, cut out Al-Bāri. Allah, please, you are the maker. Please help me love myself and see the beauty in your creation. It starts with the self. Come on, y'all. Make sure you love yourself. I hope we can use this name when I do ours. I hope we can think about rewriting our story. Just like it says. Beauty standards change. One day it's okay to be looking like this. The next day it's supposed to be looking like this. You know, it's in and out, it's in and out, it's in and out. So let's all try to do our best to please our creator, inshallah. Ramadan Mubarak. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.